Alright, so class, let's do an example. Alright, so in example, we're going to be using all the methods that we have learned, which is to calculate NPV, IRR, and payback period. Alright, so you have two investment A, investment B with same initial investment but different cash flows. Alright, if you can see over here for your NPV, same initial investment that you have to minus, but your present value is calculated using year one cash flow times the discount rate from you can actually get this from your PV table, right? 10%, 0.901, so you get 4,445. This is in year two, this is in year three. Add all the present values of inflow minus the outflow, you get 177. Using the same thing in investment B, your cash flow times the discount rate, you get the present value for year one, year two, year three, year four, five. Add up all this together minus the initial investment, that's your NPV. So if it's independent, you can actually choose both of the projects because it's positive, right? But if it's mutually exclusive, you need to choose with the higher NPV. All right, so let's do IRR now. All right, for you to calculate IRR, you need two NPVs. One is positive, one is negative. So one positive you already calculated earlier. Now you need to calculate another one negative. So the only thing you have to change in your workings is find a higher discount rate, right? So finding a higher discount rate, don't try like from 10% to 11 or 12. Try 20%. All right, if you cannot get negative, try 30%. Over here, so year zero, of course, your cash flow will never change. It's remain the same. Negative 10,000 would be negative 10,000. Then year one, you get 5,000 times the discount rate, which is 20%, you get 4,165. Then year two, year three, add up all this together, you get negative 1,207. So once you get negative, then of course you can move on to calculate IRR, which is lower discount rate plus NPV from lower discount rate divided by NPV from lower discount rate minus NPV from higher discount rate, which is minus negative becomes positive, right? So you add this together, the whole thing 20 minus 10, higher discount rate minus lower discount rate. So you need to calculate this first, then times 10%, then plus with 10%, you should be getting around 11.28%. So how you make a decision whether to accept your IRR or not? The rule is if your IRR more than your WACC, you accept. If it's less than WACC, you reject, right? So using the same method, you calculate for investment B, you should be getting 14.86%. All right. So both is higher than your cost of capital. Therefore, you can accept both if it's independent. Once if it's mutually exclusive, you need to choose the one with the higher IRR. All right. So class, for your payback period, right? All right. So what you can do with your payback period is, all right. So let's assume this. We calculate the accumulated, right? So negative 10,000. This is 10,000 plus year two, and you have accumulated of this plus year two. right? So this is the accumulated. So as you can see, your accumulated cash flow is 10,000. This is what you have to recover, all right? In year one, you have recovered 5,000, so therefore remaining 5,000. And in year two, you recover the remaining 5,000 as well. Therefore, your payback period would be, can I guess? Your payback period would be equals to 2 years. Right? So that is how you calculate. You find the cash flow, then you have accumulated cash flow. See, class, you don't need to finish. All right, you don't need to continue because you need to calculate at which point you exactly get back your initial investment. Since you already calculated in year, you have already recovered in year two. That's it. You stop your calculation there itself. All right. So you can do the same thing over here and find out when did you get back your investment B. All right. So if you do the same, all right. So when did you get back? 1 full year, second year, third year, you have to receive 4,000. But in year five, all right, I mean, this is the remaining amount to recover. In year four, your cash flow is 5,000. Therefore, you have recovered the full amount in year four itself. So how do you show your calculation? Payback equals to, it took 3 full years, right? So 3 plus, all right, the remaining amount that you have to recover is 4,000 divided by cash flow that you have recovered in the next period. Therefore, 4,000 divided by, so 4,000 divided by 5,000, you'll be getting 0.8. So 3 plus 0.8 means 3.8 years, right? So your answer here is 2 years, for B is 3.8 years. So class, which one you'll choose? A or B based on payback period? Based on payback period, you need to choose a project that recovers the initial investment earlier. Faster it recovers the initial investment, the better it is, right? You face less uncertainties. If you get back the money earlier, you can reinvest in other projects. So the earlier the better. In that sense, investment A is better than investment B. All right. All right. So let's move on for uh, applying the same question, calculating MIRR. So let's see an example using the example here. All right. So class, one of the important thing you need to calculate, need to find out in this MIRR is the terminal value, because the rest of the thing is already given in the question. This is the initial investment, uh, power of 1 over n. N is the duration of the project is also given in the question, minus 1. All right, so 10,000 usually provided. 10,000 is given in the question, duration of the project given in the question, -1 is the formula. So the only thing you need to require, only thing you're required to calculate is the terminal value. So let's calculate terminal value. All right, year 1, year 2, year 3, you receive 5,000 year 1, year 2, another 5,000, year 3 is 2,000. So the money you receive in year 1, you will reinvest at 10% interest rate for the next 1 year, 2 year. All right, you receive end of the year 1, therefore you have 1 year, 2 years for reinvestment. That is why it's power of 2. So 5,000 times 1.1 power of 2, you get 6,050. Then 5,000 you reinvest only 1 year, therefore 1.1. 5,000 times 1.1 is 5,500. 2,000 we have no longer any time to reinvest, that's why it's 2,000. All right, so add this together, you get terminal value. The terminal value divided by initial investment, the whole thing power of 1/3 minus 1, you'll get your MRR, which is 10.7%. So applying the same method in investment B, all right, here the only difference is 1,500 you reinvest for 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this is 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, no longer any duration for reinvestment. Add up all this together, you get 18,000 shaded 90. That's your terminal value. Divide by your initial investment, power of 1/5. Remember, this is the duration of the project, not the reinvestment rate. All right, so duration of the project is 5 minus 1, you should be getting 13%. So if it's independent, both the projects can be accepted because it's higher than cost of capital. That's a rule, same as IRR, right? If it's mutually exclusive, you will choose the project which gives you higher MRR, therefore investment B. All right. So class, with that, we will complete the chapter on capital budgeting.